needing more formal testing processes within your organization, or if it's needing greater buy-in on quality. I'll talk about that in a second. But it's all about creating those positive experiences for your end users, whether those end users are your internal developers or other business stakeholders, or if it's external. So the things that Frank talked about today, just that as far as the types of APIs that are increasing, the importance of documentation. Do you have formal testing processes? Do you have buy-in, and a shared importance around standardization? All of those things all roll up to that, creating great experiences with your APIs, and the process of developing those, documenting those, and those then being consumed. So you can see here, whether it's microservices as a catalyst, AI being used for API growth. Frank mentioned, that APIs are so much a part of the way we experience so much online, and they don't always kind of get the credit as far as that it was the API that resulted in that or that made that possible, but it wasn't many times. So on that same note about the one finding Frank had in there as far as quality being viewed as highly important within your organization, I would say that for anyone who either responded to this survey that it's not important at all, or for anyone who didn't take part in the survey but is here today thinking, yeah, it's not really viewed that highly here either, that's a great opportunity to change that. We put out a lot of content, we meaning I've written some of it, not all of it, but we put out a lot of content on how to get that greater buy-in on prioritizing quality and investing in quality, and having a more shared ownership of quality, if you want to say. So I'm going to put my email address in here. Some of that content is available just on our website, but that's my favorite subject to talk about, is getting greater business buy-in from a technical role. How do you get the business or the budget holders to care and to view the importance of things like documentation and standardization and governance and things that ensure that your quality remains high. So feel free to reach out anytime. And then my last takeaway and key finding I was going to say is that the answer of I'm not sure on some of these, that's okay. It's okay to not be sure if you have that process in place, or if you have formal testings or whatever. Again, it's a great opportunity to get sure. You may go in and find out that you don't, and that you thought you did, or you wished you had this and you just didn't know, and you find out that you don't. Again, you can be the driver of bringing that into your organization. And there's a lot of ways to make that less painful. I won't say it's easy, but it's less painful. So anyone who says that you're not sure about whether you have something here, be the one curious enough to find out, be the one to go and ask and to do some digging. And if you find out that it's not there and you believe that it's important, things like a lot of the findings in this survey can kind of help you validate the importance of having those things in place, especially when you can see some of the large percentages of companies and the size of those companies that have prioritized all of these aspects around